Shukrana Guruji ka. Synopsis for the last week's reading. Last week we read chapter 43 of the Rudra Samhita, section 5. In this we read that when king of demons Hiranyaksha was killed by Vishnu in the form of a boar, and his elder brother Hiranyakshipu was distressed with grief and anger, he instigated the asuras to wreak havoc amongst the gods and the people. The asuras did as commanded. The entire universe was disturbed, and the gods abandoned heaven and started roaming on earth. Hiranyakshipu became desirous of being invincible, unrivaled, and undying, an unaging sole ruler. So he performed severe penance for 96,000 years to appease Brahma. In this time, the gods defeated the demons and regained heaven. But due to Hiranyakshipu's severe penance, fire emerged from his head and scorched the gods, and they all went to Brahma's region. Brahma then appeared in front of Demon King to grant him his boon and asked him to stop the penance. After receiving the boon, Hiranyakshipu defeated all the gods and became inclined to defeat the three worlds. All gods went to Lord Vishnu after taking permission from Brahma and told him about their distress. Vishnu consoled all the gods and reassured them that he would kill the demon and ask the gods to return to their abodes. Vishnu assumed that was part man and part lion, refulgent like crores of suns. It's contagious. The man lion went to the city of Asura and killed many demons. On seeing the man lion, Prahlada, the son of Hiranyakshipu, who was an ardent devotee of Lord Vishnu, requested his father to desist fighting the man lion and submit to him. Instead of listening to his son, sorry. Instead of listening to his son, Hiranyakshipu ordered his heroic demons to fight the man lion. All demons were burnt like moths in the blazing fire. Then the king of demons started fighting, and a terrific battle was fought between them. Finally, Lord Vishnu, in the form of man lion, seized the demon and placed him on his knee and killed him. He then crowned the demon's son Prahlada the king. All the gods were delighted and bowed down to Lord Vishnu. Today we will continue with a Shivpuran reading of chapter 44, Andhaka's attainment of the leadership of the Ganas. And Manish Grover uncle will read in English. There is no Hindi reading for today, so that we can catch up with the chapters. Jai Guruji, Shukrana everybody. Every Monday we have the Shivpuran reading. Anybody who wants to participate, please let us know. Mansi auntie, Rashmi auntie and myself, and we'll coordinate with you and add you to the reading assignments. Jai Guruji, stay blessed. Manish uncle.
Shukrana Guru Maharaj for the seva. Rudra Samhita, section 5, chapter 44, Andhaka's attainment of the leadership of Ganas. Sanat Kumara said, once Andhaka, the son of Hiranyaksha, was addressed jokingly by his haughty cousins in the course of their sports and games. O blind fellow, what will you do with this kingdom? Hiranyaksha was a fool who adopted you as son, are bereft of eyesight, fond of quarrel, ugly and hideous, after propitiating Shiva by means of severe penances. You cannot lay claim to the kingdom. Can a person other than the son of a king ever aspire for the kingdom? You yourself can ponder over it. At the most, we can give you some share. Sanat Kumara said, on hearing their words, Andhaka was distressed. He thought over the matter intelligently. He then appeased his cousins with various words. In the night, he went to a desolate forest. For 10,000 years, he performed a severe penance, repeating mantras. He stood at one leg, observed fast, and lifted up his arm continuously. He performed a penance that no god or asura could do. Every day he cut a piece of flesh and consigned it to the sacred blazing fire along with his blood, repeating the mantras all along. This he continued for a year. In the end, only the bones and the nerves were left. The entire blood was exhausted. When there remained no flesh to offer, he desired to offer his whole body into the fire. Then he was seen by the heaven dwellers, all of whom became frightened and bewildered. Then Brahma, the creator, was immediately propitiated and eulogized by the gods. Brahma stopped him and said, O Danava, choose a boon. Whatever is inaccessible in this universe, if you desire it, you can have it. On hearing the words of Brahma, the Deta piteously bowed to him and said, May Prahlada and others who have usurped my share in the kingdom be my slaves. I am now blind, but let me be endowed with divine vision. Let Indra and others pay me tax and tribute. Let no death come to me from gods, detas, gandharvas, yakshas, serpents, or human being. Nor shall I meet with death from Narayana, the enemy of leading detas, or from the omniscient, the omniformed Shiva. On hearing these words of the demon, Brahma became suspicious. He told him, O leader of Detas, whatever you ask shall take place, but accept some cause of death, because none who is born or who will be born can escape the jaws of death. Good men like you should rather avoid too long a life. On hearing these pleading words from Brahma, the Deta said again, the most excellent of the ladies in the world for all time, whether of mature, middle, or young age, shall be like a mother unto me. She may be the rarest of the world, unapproachable to all men, bodily, mentally, or verbally. O self-born Lord, should I covet her, let destruction befall me instantaneously, depriving me of the position of the ruler. On hearing these words, Brahma was surprised. He remembered the lotus-like feet of Shiva. After receiving the directive from him, he spoke to Andaka. Brahma said, O leader of Detas, whatever you desire shall necessarily be realized. O king of Detas, stand up, realize your ambition, but always fight with heroic persons. O great sage, after listening to these words of the Creator and immediately bowing to him with devotion, the son of Hiranyaksha, who had but sinews and bones left, spoke to the Lord. O Lord, how can I enter the enemy with this body and fight? Make me, who am merely a skeleton with sinews left, endowed with flesh. Touch me now with your holy hands. Sanat Kumara said, on hearing his words, Brahma touched his body with his hand and returned to his abode, accompanied by the great gods and worshipped by the sage and Siddhas. The moment he was touched, he became full-bodied and strong. With eyes regaining sight, he became beautiful and stout. Thus he entered his city. Considering him blessed with the boon, on his arrival, Prahlada and other leading Danavas surrendered the entire kingdom to him and became his slaves. Then Antaka went to the heaven to conquer it, accompanied by his army and attendants. After defeating the gods in the battle, he made Indra pay him tribute. He conquered the Nagas, Suparnas, Rakshasas, Gandharvas, Yakshas, human beings, and became the lord of mountains, trees, and quadruplets such as lions, etc., by his forces. He made the universe, including the mobile and immobile beings, subservient to him. He acquired thousands of beautiful women in appearance, amiable and faithful. He was accompanied by beautiful women of the nether regions and of earth and heaven. He indulged with them in sexual dalliance and on the beautiful banks of the rivers, mountains, and other places. Sporting about in their midst joyously, he drank divine and superhuman beverages left over by them and became highly elated. He enjoyed, among other excellent things, divine juices, fruits, fragrant flowers, fine conveyances, very pleasant to drive in, and excellent mansions erected by Maya. Thus, indulging in sports, he passed 10,000 years, beautified and rendered pleasant and mysteriously wonderful by means of flowers, incenses, unguents, and deities stuff. He did not know what would be auspicious and beneficent to him in the other worlds. He was deluded, blinded by pride, and spoiled by his association with the wicked. The haughty fellow attacked leading scholars by using fallacious arguments. Posing as a great soul, he roamed about with his Deta's friend, destroying Vedic rites. Proud of his affluence, he slighted the Vedas, gods, and preceptors. He continued to indulge in sports, thereby reducing his longevity in a few days. Then many crore of years passed by. Once roaming about on the earth with his army, he joyously went to the Mandra mountain. He haut- he haughty, the haughty demon roamed there among with his armies, admiring its golden splendor. Having gone there ostensibly for some sport and pastime, he finally resolved to stay there as destiny would have it. He built a wonderful stable and auspicious city on the ridges of the Mandra and forced people to settle there gradually. His three ministers, Duryodhana, Vedasa, and Hasti, once saw a beautiful woman in an excellent spot on the mountain. They hastened to their lord joyously and lovingly told them what they had seen. The minister said, O Lord of Detas, in the mountain cavern we have seen a certain sage. His eyes are closed in meditation. He is handsome. The crescent moon adorns his head. He is wearing an elephant hide round his hips. Serpents twine round his body. A necklace of skulls adorns his neck. His hair is matted. He holds a trident in his hand. He has arrows and quivers. He is great archer. He displays a rosary. He wields a sword. He holds a trident and a staff. The fair, this fair complexioned, four-armed sage of matted hair has smeared ashes over his body. His splendor is dazzling, and his dress and features are wonderful. Not far from him, another person was seen. He has similar features, very terrible in face and demeanor. Equipped with weapon, his hands are rough and brawny. He is the guard on duty. There is a white bull too. It's old but firm and steady. A woman of very auspicious features, young and beautiful, was seen at the side of that sage. She is a gem under the sun. She is rich. She is richly bedecked in corals, pearls, jewels, gold gems, and is dressed neatly. Her necklaces are fine and auspicious. He who has seen her can alone be called a man of sight. Of what awaits the sight of anything else? O Lord of Detas, enjoyer of good jewels, that divine lady, wife, and the beloved of that meritorious sage is worthy of being seen and fetched here. Sanat Kumara said, on hearing their words, the Detas became lustful. He shook with excitement. Immediately he sent Duryodhana and others to the sage. O great sage, those excellent ministers, well versed in statesmanship, approached the inscrutable sage of exalted rights. After bowing, they conveyed to him the behest of the Detas. The minister said, Andhaka, the noble soul, son of Hiranyaksha, the king of Detas, the emperor of the three worlds, is camping here now at the instance of Brahma and is sportingly inclined. O great sage, we are his ministers, possessed of great prowess. We have come to you at his behest. Listen with attention to what he says. Whose son are you, O great sage, O intelligent one? Why are you stationed here in a carefree manner? Whose wife is this young beautiful lady? O great sage, this auspicious lady be given to the Lord of Detas. Where this body of yours smeared with ashes, bedecked with necklaces of skulls and hideous in appearance, why do you keep the quiver, the bow, the arrows, the sword, the missile, basundi, the trident, the thunderbolt, and the iron club? Where the sacred Ganga, this crescent moon, the matted hair, these pieces of bones from the corpse, the serpent with poisonous breath and protruding mouth, and where the close embrace of the lady of plump bosom? Riding on a bull is despicable. No man on earth has seen such a thing. Bowing and kneeling is a virtue in some places. Why is this diet contrary to the way of the world? Surrender your wife unto me peacefully, O foolish fellow. Why do you perform your penance in the company of a lady? It is improper, and it does not behove you. I am the Lord of jewels in the three worlds. It may suit me. Leave off your weapon at the behest and carry on your penance. If my order is transgressed, you will have to pay dearly with this very body. Lord Shiva, following the worldly convention, considered Andaka a leader of wicked men. On hearing the words of the emissaries, he spoke smilingly. Shiva said, "If I am Shiva, what do you gain from me? Why do you utter false things? O Lord of Detas, listen to my prowess. It is improper on your part to speak like this. I do not remember any father of mine. Ignorant and hideous that I am, I do not know my mother. In a cavern, I am performing the severe Pashuputa rite, the like of which none has yet performed. This is well known that I have no root. I cannot get rid of all these things. This wife of mine is young and beautiful. She bears everything patiently. She is the achievement of one that has gone everywhere. O Rakshasa, whatever appeals to you at present, you can take." After saying this, Shiva, who wore a garb of an ascetic, stopped and stood quiet. Sanat Kumara said, on hearing his profound words, the Danavas bowed to him and returned to their leader, Andaka, who had taken a vow to destroy the three worlds. The ministers of inefficient disposition bowed to their haughty king and shouted cries of victory, narrating everything that Shiva had smilingly told him. Then they commented as follows. The minister said, "Where on earth is a Nisakara seen to be fickle of heroism and courage? Where is a Danava miserable and powerless? What does a ruthless, ungrateful, and sinful Danava become afraid of death? O king, you are the emperor of all the Detas. You have been mockingly disparaged by the sage, a pitiable penance monger. Indeed, he considered the three worlds insignificantly by his poor understanding. He has as his bodyguard, whom he thinks to be very strong. Where am I? Where are the terrible weapons? Where is the fight that terrifies even death? Where is the viraka of similar facial features? Where is this Nisakara or the Night Stalker, senile and rickety in limbs? Where is this hideous man? Where is the unfortunate wretch? Where is your strength? Where are the spreading creeping plants? If you are mighty, attempt to fight with him. Come, do something. Here we have weapons equal to thunderbolts, fierce and capable of destroying people like you. Where is your body as tender as lotus? Pondering over this, do as you please. O gentle lord of Danavas, these and similar words were uttered by that sage. O king, he says, all this because he is proud and conceited. It is not proper then to fight with him. If you are going to be enlightened by these words of no substance, uttered by that sage and conveyed by us, you will think and act accordingly. Sanat Kumara said, on hearing these words, crooked and piercing, yet professing to be true and beneficial, the dull-witted Danava blazed furiously like fire sprinkled with clarified butter. Proud of the boons granted to him, he seized a sword. He emulated the fierce gust of wind. He got ready to go there, smitten by the arrows of the stupid thought fate was adverse to him. With this, we conclude today's Shivpuran reading. बहुत बहुत शुक्राना गुरु महाराज for this seva. Thank you.